gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown, touchdown. 8th floor, come down. Hotel lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown. They check it to 10. Hey.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh? Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. I bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not save us, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
Said I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out the back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
Watch out, cuz I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist. Hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch.
Yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night. can't play with us. See where this game here taking us? No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard for your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. I been so my frustration. I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what?
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one between the Houston Texans and our home team. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Let's go, boys. Let's go. You're set. I'm coming for you. Mine. Show me. 31.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. Lamar Miller! He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Houston! Lamar Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A run for Nick Chubb. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Brissett. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 7, Brissett looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hall. 19 yards there on the catch and run. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The tight end set to Valve, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Here's a guy coming off a strong rookie season, Gus Edwards. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Watch the shift.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. never even got to it.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. And Stills over the middle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Complete to Kenny Stills.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Motion, motion, motion. 48 to Mike. 24. You cut. Shoot.
From the gun, here's Watson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. 4th down, so the Texans dial up the number of their second-year punter, Trevor Daniel, as he's on to punt for Houston. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. These two teams all tied after one. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Brissett now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Let's go, D.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. play. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Watson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. So on fourth down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. The kick by Fairbairn is good. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. I'll guarantee you Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
At the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing, Brissett. Out to Cole on the right side. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brissett. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Brissett now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Into the air once more. It's Brissett. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They run. Chubb, room to run past midfield, and he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Mike 55.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Brissett. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Seth DeValve, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Brissett. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Keelan Cole, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Lambo to add on the extra point. Just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. He's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Watson. And this is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. 3rd down here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. 48 mark. Find him, go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Brissett. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Brissett sets to throw it. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
To throw, Brissett. Finding room inside the 40. They'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
It's now 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Check 43. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on fourth.
Touchdown, Jim. Rush in.
We're set to throw for it on fourth. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter three, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Watson with a give to Miller. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
From the 30 on second down, Watson buying time to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it will still leave him with a third down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down.
Hey, let's get this. Alert! Check my 50. Mike is a 50. Check my 50. Back it. Motion. Hey, 59.
Watson just beating the play clock. Flush to his right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that's going to tie us at 13. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Let's go. Go to base. Check 55. Mike. Run. Check. Lucky.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Set. 19. Check 48. Come on. Here we go. Back. And let's go.
Again, it's Miller. And he will be taken down, and a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Get that ball. Max 50. I got it. You got take.
Lamar Miller. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Let him know.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
This is it. 18 and 24. Check.
3rd and 2, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
First down, Chubb. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Right. Watching your ball. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Brissett. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Chubb pushes past him. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On 2nd and 12, Brissett. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. To throw is Brissett. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
At the 45-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
65, 25, check 25. Line up, go. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 49, check 49, check 49. Take it, take it.
They'll run it again with Miller. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Texans on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Undercut, undercut, undercut. 24. 24. 50. Blue there, blue there. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50. Mike, up. Here I come.
Now Watson. Completion left side to Miller. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Watson now to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Watson. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Texans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 24.
Watson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The Texans send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Hey!
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
Set. 19. 59, 50. Let's go. Set. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Time to go. Night. Go, Mike 50. Mike 50. And go.
First throw in OT for Watson. Throw left side taken in by Miller. Space to maneuver at the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll run on first down. It's Miller. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Down to lose one. Double time. Three down. Check. Hot. Check four.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Miller. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here. Try to keep this opening drive of overtime alive.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Here we go. Mike 48.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Set. 19. Big stop, King. Big stop. Let's go. 55. Mike's 50. I know he ain't got it. He's moving, boys, moving. Hey, hush.
From the gun on third, Watson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. The Texans send the punter out. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
And part 1 is done, now part 2. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So a little breathing room now. First and 10 at the 17. Brissett now. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The sack by Robert Quinn. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Throwing on second and long. Brissett got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And play will be stopped here with 10 seconds remaining in overtime as they've called a timeout.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Brissett to throw on first. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And we're going to get whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session. So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Play action now. Brissett. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad, beat pesto, if you wanna come, let's go.